And here is a good beginner pull day for at home, just with bands and dumbbells, working your back, your buys, and your traps. Obviously back first because it's the biggest muscle of all of them. Then buys and traps, really whichever one I guess works, suits your fancy. You can choose whichever one. In this case I chose buys and then traps. First exercise starting off, banded row, 3 sets of 8 to 10 with the black band. As you can see, looping it around the door frame and the knobs just like this. You want to make sure the door is solid and sturdy. Hopefully you don't rip something off and hurt yourself, because that ain't going to feel good at all. And just a good pull towards my midsection, really trying to keep the back straight, not rocking back and forth too much. I'm using, as you can see, my feet to prop myself up on the exercise ball, and just really getting a good pull. Once again, pulling with my ring and pinky fingers, bringing my elbows straight back, trying to get a good squeeze on my back there. Next exercise, banded pull down, pulling from a different angle, 3 sets of 8 to 10 with the black band, looping it over the door as you can see here, sitting on the exercise ball so it's a little bit more tension, a little bit more stretch for the band, and just pulling straight down, sitting as close to the door as I can so it's as much of a straight down pull as I can possibly make it, so it doesn't rub against the door, doesn't damage or mess with the band, and it's just a good angle to pull from. Really working on my lats there. Now we're going to our first bicep exercise, these Zotman curls, 3 sets of 8 to 10, 20 pounds each hand. First thing you'll notice is at the top and bottom of this exercise, you're going to twist the dumbbells. Twist your grip to a supinated or underhanded grip when you bring them up for the actual curl. Twist them back over to a pronated or overhand grip at the top, going back down to the bottom. Taking the time to twist the dumbbells at the top and bottom helps eliminate swinging. Make sure you have a good controlled tempo, and it gets a whole bunch of extra bicep emphasis and activation because of the twist of the wrist, as well as so much forearm strength stimulation. Going to work on your forearms and help with your grip and stuff like that as well. A good challenging curl. So if you're going to have to lower the weight. Just for perspective, these are 20-pound dumbbells. I'm used to curling with 40s or 50s, easily at the lowest 35s at the point I'm shooting this video, and I had to lighten the load to 20 pounds, and even this is a little bit heavy for me. So you want to make sure you adjust your weight accordingly, and be patient with yourself on this one. It requires a little bit of work and coordination. Also, just reminding you, get a drink of water as you're working out. A good reminder to drink water. Next one is concentration curls. This time we're sitting down and standing up like I've shown in other videos, and we're doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 this way. So as I've shown you in, like I said, in other videos standing up, you can do them seated. This is the much more common and stabler way to accomplish this exercise. Same concept, you were going to line up, you rest your elbow on your knee, and I am rocking back and forth a little bit, but my idea here is to place my shoulder directly over my knee, so it does put my arm at a little bit of an angle. So at the bottom of the exercise, I really emphasize the stretch of the bicep, whereas at the top of the exercise, I'm really emphasizing the squeeze of the bicep. So really just trying to have that full range of motion, good controlled tempo, and boy, this is challenging for me. Getting back into it sucks. Trust me, I understand being sick or injured for so long. It sucks, but one day at a time, you will make it. Next is the dumbbell shrugs for the shoulders. So 3 sets of 15 here. I don't have a lot to compensate for the weight, since these are just 20-pound dumbbells, and so I want to make sure I got the volume and the reps in there as well. Not much other to say on this, other than you can see from the side view that I am trying to squeeze to right behind my head at the top here, and I have found that is the best emphasis, the best angle for me to shrug, and it helps out so much with the stimulation, as well as it helps with my range of motion, and it keeps me from holding the weights in front. I've noticed a lot of people, they end up holding the weights in front too much forward, and it doesn't help stimulate it's a bad position to stimulate the traps, not as much as you could when you hold the weights directly at your sides. Also, remember to drink your water. And last but not least, I've got a bent over banded shrug here, 3 sets of 10 with the second smallest band, the smaller black band I've got out of all of my resistance bands. Yours may be different colored, but you got an idea of what I'm using. Really trying to just hit that trap muscles at the different angle here, more of what's lower on my back than what's at the top of my shoulders. Good angle to pull at as well. Something to definitely try. I do slightly bend my arms at the top. It's just something that kind of happens on occasion. Having a slight bend doesn't matter, or doing it completely straight. I just don't try to lock out my elbows ever. That's just me though. Yeah, do whatever feels right for you, but this gives you a good idea on how to do this exercise, and it's another way to get your shrugs in, so you're not doing just dumbbell shrugs constantly if you were to get bored of that. So hope you enjoy this exercise and this workout entirely. Let me know what you think. Feedback is always welcome, and let me know if you need any help or got any questions. We can always expand upon this, and just anything to help you even further. Talk to you soon. Happy lifting.